On the seventh day, God rested. He thought to himself about things to come. He foresaw in his infinite knowledge that he would one day need the church. He wanted something to imprint his image upon, to mark forever with his unique qualities and creative abilities. So God made the church. He longed for someone to share his secrets with, unveiling his mysterious plan of eternal friendship and fellowship abounding in mercy and grace. So God made the church. His presence could never be contained, restrained, or caged. Neither would he dwell in a house made by human hands. He spoke through a bush, he dwelled in an ark, and he raised up prophets, priests, and kings. Still, he wanted more. So God made the church. He sought out a representative, someone to build, to labor, someone to tear down, someone to stand in the void, a voice to the voiceless and rest to the restless, hope to the hopeless and help to the helpless, a son to the widow, father to the orphan, and brother to the broken. So God made the church. He longed for someone to be salt, affecting those around them, and light to lead the way for ones held in a prison of death and darkness, ambassadors of his kingdom and messengers of reconciliation. So God made the church. He needed someone to be his hands, reaching out to the battered, bruised, and abandoned, someone to burn violently, going into the darkest, coldest corners of creation, speaking life, truth, and healing to lost souls. So God made the church. He needed someone that was not afraid to get their hands dirty, leaving behind dignity and earthly desire to dig deep and till the grounds of ministry, dedicated to his kingdom through rain or shine. So God made the church. He searched for someone to be his feet, someone to carry the cross of salvation across national barriers, races, and cultures, someone to stand up when others bow, and someone to bow to him when bowing means death, someone to take the keys of freedom to the captives. He desired to birth a relentless force that seeks day and night for his voice and guidance to revolutionize the world. So God made the church. Traditions and religion could never save. Laws and commandments never took men from the flames. He needed someone to represent his name. So God made the church. He needed a physical representation of his invisible qualities. So he wrapped himself in flesh, laid himself upon the cross, and ripped the veil standing between himself and humanity. He laid down his life and he picked it up again, taking the keys of death, hell, and the grave, and placing them into the hands of someone he could trust his vision with. So God made the church. He needed someone to feed the sheep, someone to raise the dead, to heal the sick, and to cast out demons. So God made the church. He needed someone to feed the hungry and clothe the naked, someone with patience, kindness, and love, someone that would display forgiveness and mercy unending. So God made the church. He searched for someone to empower, someone to preach and proclaim the gospel of truth for ages to come, someone to storm the gates of hell and take back everything that Satan stole at the beginning of time, reigning triumphantly, marching in victory, humble in all things, yet boasting in his might, a watchman on the wall and a servant at the plow, someone to tend the fields until he returns with heaven's armies. So God made the church.